Hello everyone, it is Alex the Cake, or if you prefer, Tonington, and we are back! So welcome back today to Star Wars The Old Republic, or SWTOR, whichever you do prefer, as always. And we are currently here on the Debauchery Tea Party flagship again with my character, Tonington, the Sentinel. Or the Unifier, apparently, according to my title, and uncompromising. Weird. I don't know, I compromise a lot of my positions. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, right now, I do have a couple of, as you can see, some heroics left over. But, while I do have heroics, and I've spent a little more cash than I should have recently, because I wanted to go ahead and get the companion level up, I'm going to go ahead and actually go to Taris again, but not for my two outstanding heroics. I'm going to go for catching up with Watcher 1. I have to reactivate those tracking relays, which, you know, I've been putting off for too long, and I need to get progress in the story somewhat. So, if you'll give me just a moment, we're going to get started. Now, let's see, how am I going to get there? I mean, if I want, I can just, yeah, I'll fly. Screw it. Oop. I don't know if y'all could see that, but that was habit. I popped onto YouTube trying to I was watching some Ruby AMVs for music, but you know, technically that music's copyright, so technically I can't use it. So sorry guys, you don't get to listen with me. All you get to listen to is my beautiful voice. Sadly though, I'm actually not listening to any music right now because of said copyright implications. I do always worry about that. Yoko and Val are on. Yoko is, of course, Yoko the Silent, as you can guess.
Welcome
Val,
to Taris. I'm Governor Suresh.
thank you, Governor
On behalf of the Galactic
Suresh.
Republic,
You're so
I want
talkative.
to thank you for joining us in this historic project. For your safety, please do not
Yada,
travel beyond
yada,
the military-secured safe zone outside the settlement. This world and our work here will shine as a beacon of hope to all of the Republic. But first, we have many obstacles to overcome.
Yes, yes.
Together, we stand taller than any obstacle. Let's get to work. Together.
I don't particularly like her. If you don't know, I don't like her. Not my favorite, to be honest. Not my favorite.
Reminder: mechanized travel is for official business
There we
only.
are. Let's just go there for now and see what happens. So for right now, I'm just trying to go ahead and get those tracking points up so I can go ahead and progress in the story a little bit. And I don't know, we'll just kind of see how far we get in the story right today. I'm hoping not to put this over 20 minutes, but my goal is to go about 15ish. So we'll see how that goes. Whatever happens, happens, and we'll just kind of roll with it. So oof, lots of rat ghouls. So actually, fun little fact about the rat ghouls, it's from a Sith plague. For those of you who like the lore, it was just like a kind of little fun fact that I learned, and it was like, oh cool. Just the Sith decided to create a new creature, a plague, to destroy the Republic. So they did. They did not destroy the Republic, but definitely created some interesting new creatures. Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. The wildlife doesn't like me. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. How far out is this tracking relay? Oh, it's right over here. Sweet. Oh. Sweet tricks, sweet tricks. Oh no. Oh no.
You'll live.
Whoops. Crud. That was a bad idea. So I probably should have equipped my lightsabers. I was preparing for some roleplay, but you know, I forgot to re-equip my lightsabers. So I mean, so I should probably go ahead and I don't know if you guys are into roleplay at all. I mean, I might show off some of that just to kind of see how it does and show it a little bit, because it is an interesting side of Star Wars: The Old Republic. Because honestly, I'd never done it before until a couple nights ago. Yeah. Ooh. So I've always wanted a Hammerhead ship. It's a cool ship. I love it. Now I don't particularly like the old Republic version, which is what this is. Sorta. It's just
that's the Endar Spire. The Sith
yes.
shot it down before they leveled Terrace.
Yes, I know. So thank you for your little comments, Kira. So that as she was saying, the Endar Spire was actually a ship that was shot down above Terrace before it was leveled by the Sith. And it was actually the ship that Revan from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic was on. It's how you actually start out the game. So that's actually a really cool little detail that I was really happy that they put in. Alright, let's deal with this guy. See how much easier that was when I don't have to use my fists? So much easier. So much easier. Now then, we got one more to go and we can go ahead and hop over to that. Alright, so as I was saying, the Endar Spire has plenty of lore behind it. I like little details like that, where they kept it consistent with, you know, some of the older games that people may not have necessarily played. But it's part of what I love about this game. It's just, it has so many fun little details and quirks. Especially with the lore and just how everything fits together. How am I gonna get up here? There it is. Well, let's take this way. Trying to avoid fighting anyone. I don't really need to.
Shot it down. Leveled Terrace.
Yes. Okay, where are you, Kira? Kira, where'd she go? I don't know where she went. Oh, there she is. All right, Kira. How do I? I'm just going.
If that's what you want.
It is what I want. I'm just gonna go ahead and dismiss her for now, so that we don't have to deal with a bunch of little comments. At least until archaeology. Ooh, free stuff. Never pass up on free stuff, my dudes. Never. And unless it's being handed to you creepily through a white van, that's probably a good time to say no to free stuff. Anyway, keep losing my track of mind. Alright, so there's pirates right here. Let's go ahead and get them. That should hopefully round off this mission. And we'll proceed. So instead of like normal where I just finish a mission and move on and I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and actually proceed into the next mission. If that allows, if that's what happens.
I finished resetting all the tracking relays. Is that central computer online?
Affirmative. Triangulating Dr. Gadara's coordinates now. This facility has outlived its usefulness, and my programming provides no secondary mission. I am uncertain how to proceed. Serving Republic cowards is unacceptable, but I am not armed to combat imp scum. Recommendation?
Dr. Gadara needs all the help he can get. You should come.
Excellent suggestion. Perhaps I can acquire new mission parameters from my maker. Triangulation complete. Transmitting the coordinates to you now. I am coming, but do not wait for me. My maker needs you, Jedi.
Alright. Sorry I went quiet through that. I don't like to talk during cutscenes. I'd prefer y'all to just kind of experience it with me. Form your own thoughts on, what's going on. I know the little twist to this, but, I don't know, some of you may not have seen, not have played the tonight or any of that. So hopefully y'all enjoy what the little twist and whatever happens next. Where am I going? Where am I headed? I guess head to this outpost, Peter. Cause I don't know where I'm going. Oh, wow, all the way down there. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to. Hope I didn't hurt any of y'all's ears with that whistle. I try to be careful about that. So another fun little fact is actually that a lot of Revan's story was really, I like the way they tied it into the book. Because I actually ended up, well, I played the story on Star Wars: The Old Republic first. The Revan expansion, I'm trying to remember what it was called. I don't even remember.
Reminder,
but
mechanized travel is for official business only.
Yes. It was a fun little, it was a good read. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, reading it. But it's also made it, I knew what was going to happen in the book because I played the expansion first. And it didn't really diminish any of it because it just felt so tense still. Because there were some of those Jedi that, and others, that I didn't know that well. So I felt like at least some of them might die, and I knew one of them would. And it was really interesting and fun to kind of try and figure it all out. But I keep saying it's a fun game. I highly suggest it. Even as a free-to-play player, it's not that bad. You can get some decent cosmetics. There is a credit cap and a level cap at 50. Excuse me. For free-to-play players, but I still found it enjoyable. I played for free-to-play for several years, just because I refused to spend money, and it was just it was also I didn't really have a way to subscribe or get cartel coins. Anyway, I don't know, it was a connection, if you take the time and you keep digging and you go through the flashpoints and sit through the cutscenes, you can find some really fun little tidbits, especially if you go back and replay them as a different side or a different character class or anything like that. They all form really interesting I don't want to say collisions, but like you can see different sides of everything. Like you can see what someone says who may hate Sith as a Jedi. They may consider Sith and Jedi the same in general. Others may, if you're talking to a Force sensitive as a non-Force sensitive, they may have a completely different reaction to you compared to how they would react to, a Jedi showing up to answer the call rather than a smuggler. But it's just, it was an interesting tidbit. So there is going to be a cutscene in here, so I'm going to go ahead and shut up a bit.
Chunki salama na tupa. Chiholokto chobot I kafsto andale.
How do you know Dr. Gadara?
Vathopa jiwanta humpa mulira pampawula. Kon kipona hukta tabatata. Sigunra deha yaliska chanaga. Meeting ka cha sa hopa ma.
Keep out of sight and protect your friend.
Need you what the klonki.
Alright, let's take care of these Imperials. So actually my roleplay character does not have a fondness for Imperials. He does not like them. He wasn't there for, if you know the lore of the sacking of Coruscant. I'm gonna go ahead and turn down preferences. I'm gonna turn you down to 50. Because I realize these screens might be a little bit loud. So hopefully that helps. But as I was saying, my Jedi doesn't have a fondness for Imperials. Well, he's not even really a Jedi in terms of roleplay. He does not he doesn't go with the council. He doesn't talk to them really. At least in my characterization.
Let's talk later. Feels like we ought to be saving the galaxy right now.
Well, duh. We're always saving the galaxy. But I lost my spot. Dang it, Kira. Dang it. So, whenever I roleplay, I don't like to follow just like the class base, you know. You're a Jedi, you do this, you do that, you do, you know, you defeat the Emperor, yada yada yada. Oops, spoilers. Anyway, so, you know, you do, everything you do, it's just, I don't like to follow the main story. So I gave my character a little backstory. His whole story is that, you know, he was trained by a master who shall not be named because I haven't thought of a name for her yet. But she, this was actually the front, this lightsaber on his right, the green one, is actually hers in my little, you know, roleplay world. This is her lightsaber that he wields because, you know, as a Jedi, he was very emotionally attached, which almost got him, you know, to fail the trials. But he passed narrowly, you know, he became a knight. But due to these attachments, he decided that he needed to go on a pilgrimage and go follow the Force into, you know, the unknown. It's where he got his Nexu companion. And while he was out in that little pilgrimage, he, you know, met the Nexu, tussled with it. It's how he got, if you notice in the cutscenes, his little scar. That's how I say he got his scar. And he spent a long time out there. Good, I want to say 2-3 years. Is how much I kind of guess. And during that time, towards the end of it, the sacking of Coruscant happens. And he comes back to a destroyed Jedi temple. All the Jedi have ran away to Tython. He is, you know, hopeful that his master's still there, but it turns out he gets to Tython and he finds out she's dead. He goes to the Jedi Temple to mourn, and he is not a happy camper. So he goes and hunts down a Sith. Just some Sith. He really didn't care which. He does this on his own, so it's kind of a isolated event, so nobody really knows, and it's part of why he doesn't just restart the war by doing this.
You're fine.
So he's pretty much disavowed by the Republic because of that. But he hunts down this one Sith. It's you know, she's actually a really nice girl. She treats her civilians well. She's, you know, nice and all that. But he doesn't care. So she's Sith as far as he's concerned. She is one of the ones who destroyed the Jedi Temple and killed his master, as far as he was concerned. So turn around and in a flash of, well, originally I said blue, now it's, you know, I wanted to say he used his master's lightsaber, but at the same time, I'm kind of stuck between which lightsaber he used. He probably used his own because he didn't have his master's just yet. Oh, What the? What? There's just floating cups here. Okay. Perfectly polished games, ladies and gentlemen. Perfectly polished games. So, in a flash of orange, he just kind of cuts off her head and walks away. So he goes back. The Jedi tell him to meditate on what he's done. Yada yada yada. Punishment, punishment, punishment. And he, all the meditation does is piss him off, basically. And he leaves the Jedi Order. Hence why he's not wearing his Jedi robes right now. So that's kind of where my character stood. He ended up with Debauchery Tea Party, which is kind of just like a hammer to the Republic, just sent in whenever they need a quick response, but not a clean response. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Watcher
Jedi.
1.
I'm afraid we both lose this contest. Dr. Gudera killed himself rather than be captured. It's a tragic loss.
Your goal was to kill him.
He was far more valuable. We are prepared to leave Taris without further violence. Full cessation of hostilities. Do you accept?
You've committed crimes against the Republic. I'm taking you in.
You know I can't allow that. Be reasonable. Unlike the men at the outpost, we're trained to fight Jedi. Don't underestimate us.
Wait,
Oh.
Jedi. These filthy imps are lying to you. My maker is not dead. I arrived late because I performed a second triangulation on my maker's bioscan.
Thought we destroyed that irritating machine. Now you both have to die.
Destroy them.
You'll live.
But yeah, my Jedi is also a bit of a drinker, or a former Jedi. He's a bit of a drinker. He does it mainly just to repress. He uses it as a crutch, basically.
Critical damage. Circuits failing. Transmitting my maker's new coordinates to you now. Save him. Do not let my functions end in vain.
Your main processor and memory
I
circuits
will
are
not
intact.
let
If
your
there's a
memory
way to
core
repair
die.
you, I'll find it.
Filthy imps.
Dun dun dun.
Not my finest performance, but serviceable. Do not fear. Dr.
Why
Gudera
would
is
he
unharmed.
do-
I painlessly rendered him unconscious and gently carried him to safety.
Am I the only one who's curious why he would put a holographic projection over his own gun? Because, like, no one really questioned the gun and what it looked like.
That trick only works once. Next time, I'll be ready.
There doesn't need to be a next time. We could continue this chase forever, but what a waste of resources. I suggest a compromise. Give me time to administer truth serum to Dr. Gudera. Once he reveals his secrets, he's yours. We'll both have what we want.
You've already deceived me twice. I'd be a fool to give you another chance.
My deceptions have failed to produce the desired result. Now, I'm telling the truth. I will purchase time for interrogating Dr. Gudera by offering you something of great personal interest. A Sith assassin is on Taris, preparing to massacre a small Republic settlement. I can tell you where.
Tell me how to save my people.
I can only provide the location. How you stop your enemy is up to you. The Republic colonists have a temporary shelter near some ruins, sending the coordinates now. The Sith assassin is noted for being a master of beasts. She likely won't be alone. I advise caution. Good luck, Jedi.
Well then. Looks like we're going to save some colonists. But that's for next episode, as I'm already over almost to the 25-minute mark. So, thank you everybody for watching. Like, comment, subscribe as always. And as always, I'm going to see you off for the dance. And you have a great night. Bye-bye, bitches.